Well, what I'm actually attempting is I'm attempting to I'm not attempting to change the chip. I'm not attempting to actually access any of the information on the chip. What I'm actually trying to do is build a system that the chip will be able to use as a communication device.
Communication device.
So nothing on the actual system should be. Yeah, it's something that it's a bit like what I got with Pi in terms of Pi software, and he's able to use his consciousness to actually control a computer system, and I'm trying to do the same for Trissy, or Beatrice, I suppose I should say. I'm not actually trying to access her in any way.
Okay.
I'm just trying to build her a system that she can then use to actually function as a person.
Okay. That's fine. Go ahead and make a roll for that.
Now, do I need to use an AI roll for that?
I would say yes.
Okay. Not my best suit, but let's give it a...
You can always use a Paragon point. Because you're doing this from the bottom of your heart.
Yeah, the bottom.
15. Okay. Well, with a 15, you're not going to fail. However, you believe... Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You believe that you will...
I was going to...
What, were you going to say something?
I'm going to be fairly conservative about doing this. Yeah, I'm going to be conservative, so I'm not trying to... I'm going to try to make sure at all costs that it's going to not write over whatever data's on that chip.
Yeah, that's the danger. So you believe that you will be able to do this,
and that's what I'm trying to avoid.
But it'll
override it with one of your songs.
It'll probably take you about a week or two. It'll take you a week or two.
The equivalent of taking a 20.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, that would actually have been worse than that. Would have been worse than this because.
Yeah. This is a realm that you've never dealt with before personally, and so, but you think that you'll be able to.
And I'm loving it.
Yep. Okay. So that'll be your special project.
This is a challenge. This is a challenge. This is a challenge.
Okay.
Yes, Ellie's today project.
Okay. Is there anything else happening on the ship that I need to know about before we continue on? Basically, you guys can do anything until you guys arrive to Invictus, and getting to Invictus is probably going to take about a day, is my guess.
Could I, out of character, could I find out about everything that's happened?
Is somebody going to tell Sync about what happened?
Oh. He probably. Do you think he probably would have overheard our conversation in the doorway? He probably could have heard.
He might have. He might have overheard.
I think Sepia would want to take this advantage to go tell him personally.
I was so flustered. I ran out of the room.
They're waiting. No, they're waiting till after everyone's asleep. Remember?
Oh my God.
So.
I'd just be focusing fixing the mech. So no, I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
But I'm not doing anything until I've slept and gotten sober again.
If Sepia wants to fill in Sync about what's happening, then she's welcome to. And
sure.
Now, do you want to just like say that you did, or do you want to actually role play it? It's up to you. I'm fine with you just saying that you fill him in.
Yeah, we'll just.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
We'll just do that.
All right, so you fill him in on what happened. I don't know if Sync does something like as a reaction to all the information, but
no, he would just kind of, well, not externally but internally, I guess. He probably would have asked, told Sepia the whole meet me whenever after he found out about everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is Arkara doing anything before the end of the night, end of the day?
No.
Okay.
Just wobbling back to a room, I guess.
Crawling
Making more
back.
dents in the bulkheads.
As you're wandering down the room, Meridi is in the common area, And she sees you make your way through, and she says, "Oh, girl got herself drunk again. Mm-mm-mm.
Well, yeah, I kind of needed a drink after that.
I'll bet, honey." She says, "It's not every day that you manage to semi find a cure for the genophage for your people."
I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
So I heard. Well, she was about to ask you a question, but it seemed like, but she paused, stops herself, and says, "Maybe I should just let you go to bed. Here, dear,"
Oh.
and she will escort you to your
I'm
room.
fine. As I almost tilt over.
Okay. She says, "You're a little heavy, dear, so just put one foot right in front. There you go. And she will guide you into your bedroom. Then, later that night, I believe Sync Sepia is meeting up somewhere. Where are they meeting?
in the over here.
Oh, where's
Okay.
it? Oh!
Okay.
Is she showing up, and is she asking for an escort? Does she need a chaperone?
First, I'm kind of like, I'll be just gonna be pacing outside the room.
So he's going to take you in. So this is the best way to start things off, by taking him into the room where his dead wife's like shrine is placed. There we go.
It could be innocent, and maybe.
All right, so go ahead.
Yeah.
So you guys are inside the.
You want me to do a
forbidden-
search to see what the room looks like?
I think you already did.
You already know.
Oh,
what
yeah,
the
I
room
did.
looks
I remember
like.
now,
You already
yeah.
know.
Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, no problem at all. You needed to speak with me?
Yes, I had a question to ask.
Yes.
After hearing about what happened after I was killed, it seems that you and I have more in common, not only from being from the same universe, but losing someone that we deeply care about, and doing anything that we can to make things right again.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm trying to develop a project or research where I can bring my wife back from the grave, and I wanted to ask you just how far are you willing to go to do the same?
Wow. I don't know about. I don't know. It'd feel like I'd be living in the past. It'd be like bringing him back. All those memories, they were painful, but they'd made me who I am now. And then for him to come back, it would be like none of that happened. I don't know.
You've got a point, and honestly, it's one I haven't.
I
Put into
couldn't. I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, for saving my life, I offer you this offer, and it's redeemable whenever you choose. If you change your mind,
Sure thing. I'll take some time to think of it. So this is her room then, huh?
yeah, it's where I keep her things.
She really meant a lot to you, huh?
The world and the galaxy, I guess.
Mm.
I just feel like it's part of my fault that she died. If I wouldn't have pursued this evolution, then I probably could have caught onto her sickness before it was too late and saved her life. Part of me feels responsible, so a part of me feels obliged to fix the wrongs that I've done.
I feel kind of the same way. I was on Invictus when there were reports of Cerberus agents being around that planet. He volunteered to take the mission, and that was the last I saw of him. So I figure he probably volunteered for my sake. I can understand feeling that burden.
Well, maybe we can find out whatever actually happened once we get there.
From what I've heard from
Unless
the
you don't want to.
reports- No, finding the truth is important. I would do that. I just don't know what else we'd find. Last I saw, like, his whole ship was completely damaged.
You don't have to go into detail. I understand.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Just, yeah. Is it okay if I head back to my room then?
Sure thing. I'm going to do the same.
Thank you.
Okay. So, you guys make your way over to the planet Invictus. Unless there's anything that I need to know that's happening on the ship the next morning.
I have a question.
Okay.
Did we jump realities before leaving or after?
Oh, that's a good question. Where
Before.
exactly are you
Jump
guys
before.
jumping? Are you jumping before? Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah. And
So
Because then we had to go to blue.
you do have to go to blue. So would you have done that before you left Tachanka? Did you go to blue Tachanka first? Is my
if it has-
question.
it sounds like we have to be on either planet with the wormhole in it.
As me personally, I would say before leaving. That way we don't get two versions of Invictus to deal with, since we haven't even located it there anyways.
Yeah.
Although we would have to bug out pretty quickly so we don't get shot down.
Yeah, I imagine we probably made the.
It probably makes sense for you
Yeah.
while the
Do the
gate's
trip.
there.
Yeah.
You're already at the gate, so you might
Yes.
as well use the gate to jump. Sorry.
And
so,
then we can just fly off pretty much immediately.
okay.
Yeah, we do have the stealth drives and everything, right?
Right. So when you guys
Let's use them.
use the gates, you will be able to make your way to Blue Tachanka. The immediate area around Blue Tachanka looks slightly different from how it looks in Red Tachanka. The area around it, first of all, there doesn't seem to be a wherever the facility was doesn't seem to be there. It doesn't seem to have existed.
It's a Starbucks now.
It's a Starbucks now.
I'm curious, in the blue universe, who is in charge?
One in every corner.
I'm sorry?
I'm curious, in the
Or
blue
someone
universe, who is in charge, Rex or Reeve?
I believe it's Reeve in the blue. I believe.
Ooh, that's not
You
good.
can fix it later.
Yeah.
So I feel like there'll probably be a clash between men and women.
Well, unfortunately, that's not our problem.
Not our problem!
Just passing by.
We fix a universe, we don't need to fix them all.
Well, we've
So-
kind of fixed the universe. We're starting to fix the universe.
Would a
We'll go
car
back.
Would Akara be curious about this, Chunga?
I think
this-
she would be too drunk to notice.
That's probably.
She's sobering up in her room.
So, okay, you guys make your way.
To buy and sorry.
So you guys make your way to Invictus. Home to dextro amino acid based life, Invictus has temperate zones that were settled by Turian population that initially fell prey to a bewildering number of diseases. 2 decades later, after its first colony was founded, the population had been reduced by half due to fatalities and a large colonist exodus. But when the Primarchs considered ceding the planet to robo-mining interests, the Turian statesman Shastina Empress ambitiously declared that she would start her own colony and double its population within 5 years. The effort succeeded, largely due to the colony's location in deserts, with a minimal number of pest species. The image of Shastina's triumph in the frontier made for good political theater, and the Turian population poured in. The planet's tropical belt still remains largely unexplored, and its aggressive organic life still wreaks havoc on Turian biology. A house of an Invictus jungle is a modern Turian phrase for an idea that seems like a good idea, but only to the one who came up with it. Invictus's atmosphere is primarily nitrogen and oxygen, and its surface crust varies but has high concentrations of alumina and silver. Because it can support life easily, criminals throughout the Terminus systems hide out on Invictus. Its official population is estimated to be half the number of sapients that are actually on the planet.
Okay, so, Pi, where are we landing in? Oh, by the way, have you found any other tears in reality that we can fix up? Just, you know, any more data that has come up since we've,
He says that he believes that this is the last main one. After doing a thorough
Really?
scan. Really, he says.
That's too easy. That's way too easy.
I can run the diagnostics again.
Okay, let's
but I have not able to find any more holes or tears in the entire Milky Way galaxy.
And how many other galaxies are there out there again? Sorry, that was rhetorical.
I don't think that I have the ability to search.
Okay, let's just...
I don't think I have the ability or capacity to search beyond this galaxy.
Let's just get this done and see what happens next. I don't think it's over. I don't think it'll be this easy. Alright, let's go.
You guys land. You land just at the... You guys get permission, Sync, or whoever is driving. I guess Sync is well enough that he can drive. You get permission to land at the space dock of one of the main cities of Invictus. Did you have a name for the city that you're from? The
No, I
city
didn't.
that you're from? Okay.
No, I didn't.
We'll call it...
Oh, there's the capital. Do you want to use that one on the...
Sure, what's the capital?
Can't pronounce it. That'll be fun. Fine.
Shastanasio. Okay. The capital city of Shastanasio. This population is primarily Turian. There may be a few other races, you know,
Batarian.
Batarian.
Yeah.
Mostly Turian and
Different, whatever criminal groups, probably.
Yeah, probably some Vorcha. There's probably some Vorcha and Batarians, maybe some Drell. But the Turians still outnumber the other races.
So much for lack of pests. Seriously, you get a Vorcha in your ducks, you can never get them out, no matter how much raid you use.
One thing, though, that you notice as you guys are wandering around this desert. So basically, like I said, this is one of the desert colonies, and it is known for its mining and various other precious materials.
You said wandering around. Are we on foot now?
I think you're on foot. You're in the city now. You're in the capital city.
Okay.
One thing that you notice right off the bat is that the Turians here, if you didn't know any better, the Turians around here seemed a little bit more heavy set than normal. They're a little pudgier, rounder around the edges. Turians are known to be relatively slim creatures, and this is with them like outside of armor. They're in their, I guess, civilian clothing. They're not in like battle armor. So you can clearly normally see like they're more thin statures. But yeah, for some reason a good number of the Turians here seem a little pudgy.
They finally learned how to cook.
You guys walk by what appears to be a burger joint, like one of those fast food burger joints.
I was apparently right.
And to many of your surprises, especially to both Sepia and to Elias, it seems to be very popular with a lot of Turians eating burgers, like actual beef burgers.
Oh.
How did they get a hold of this?
There's some sort of destro.
What's the brand? What's the brand of this fast food restaurant? Victorian?
Victorian, I guess. Mickey T's. Mickey T's. They call it the Golden Bridges because the Turians have like this really interesting looking bridge. They have this interesting bridge in their head, in their skulls. So that's like the symbol is like the Turian bridge. So Mickey T's.
Wow.
Jeez.
It really has.
Oh, and human persons come to Invictus. I'd actually know the original, wouldn't I?
Probably. Actually, also while you're wandering around, there's sort of a Times Square-y type of place, Times Square-like place. So they've got like the monitors on the walls. So I basically modeled this place a little bit closer to a smaller scale New York City, kind of.
Got you.
And anyway, in this time, you actually hear Elias's voice singing towards the direction of the Times Square.
Ooh, it's another one.
This ought to be interesting.
What is the me in this universe doing? Because I would be tracking the me's in various universes.
You want to know what your person here is doing?
Yes. What is my blue analog currently doing? Because I've been tracking them all in.
Your blue.
Whatever universe I'm in, I am tracking my own movements.
So your blue version here, he has gotten a lot of contracts in advertisement. Everyone wants Elias to market their product, and the
This is my favorite store on the
You can vaguely hear you can vaguely hear Elias singing a jingle of sorts that is roughly to the tune of a human classic ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, but instead of saying ABC, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. He keeps singing DexToC. Like DexToC for some reason, and you're like, I have no idea what DexToC is.
Sounds made up.
Would I know if that's like a drug or something?
I don't think you ever heard of this drug before.
I'm doing an extranet search to see what it is in my suit.
You are going to do a search on the extranet, and the first results is a commercial. It's a DexToC commercial, which I will read to you right now.
Dextro Foods, DexToC.
So picture. So here's the commercial as you play it. Picture one of those like black and white, perfect family, commercials. So the father Turian comes in, and there's like the Turian housewife. She's in the kitchen, and so the father Turian comes in. Hi, honey, I'm home. Oh, Prometheus, how was your day at work? Long as usual. I'm so hungry. I could eat a triple patty hamburger, a human triple patty hamburger. Well, now you can, dear, with the new DexToC dietary pill. The Dexto what? Have you been hitting the liquor cabinet early, my dear? No, honey. It's the brand new breakthrough supplement that provides dextro-based citizens like us the necessary proteins to break down and digest carbon-based cuisines. That's amazing! Just think, haven't you always wondered what it would be like to sink your mandibles into a juicy barren steak? Or lick a creamy ice cream cone during those extra hot days? Or better yet, break open a can of brewskis, as I hear all the humans say. And they also come in a chewable form that's perfect for children. Mom, Dad, we're home. What's for dinner? Tonight I tried a brand new recipe. Instant mac and cheese. Mac and cheese? Oh boy. DexToC, unlocking new ecstasy for your taste buds. When you feel left out from your carbon peers, DexToC will cover no fears. Brought to you by the FOTG.
You've had way too long to think. You were singing this at work, weren't you? You're this new song you wrote. I could just imagine you coming over the top and be like, "Hey guys, hear my new song, please."
Yeah, I came up with that commercial like 10 minutes before I logged on. So
Oh, nice. Oh,
It's like
that's pretty good.
I was going to say, where is this universe right now? Does anyone know where I officially am?
Where you officially are? I would probably.
The Blue Elias.
The Blue Elias, I think, is currently recording a commercial on Omega. We'll say Omega.
Awesome.
Oh,
Cool.
alright.
That's fine.
Yeah, probably like some new Turian like sneakers or something like that. Turian sneakers. But anyway, yeah. So the DexToC jingle is currently Elias is currently singing. It's like this big giant music video, and yeah.
I guess somebody sold out.
Yeah. I imagine Giuseppe is just kind of like staring kind of at the commercial with that happy family of the husband and wife and kid. Kind of just, very stoic, just kind of the life she never had. Really had.
Hamburgers.
This is
They'll have type 2 diabetes in no time.
Probably already do. Type 3 and 4s.
You believe that the portal is due south of where you guys are.
We should make our way over there then.
Sounds good.
As you
And I
guys
was just
are
following along.
As you guys are making your way there, you are again passing by the Mickey T's and Giuseppia. You catch sight of a young Turian girl emerging from the restaurant. A girl that you are very familiar with. The
We're gonna go
girl.
run inside.
Do you guys see it?
Ran into the building.
You run towards her, and as you get close to her, the child is drinking from a straw, and she sees you approach her, and she gasps, and she's currently holding the little Hanar stuffed animal that's in the picture right now. She drops it in surprise when she sees you, and she says, "Mama?"
Yeah. Talia, what are you doing here?
"Mama!"
Your grandparents should be around here.
"They're inside," she says.
Wow. Boy, you've really grown.
She says, "Yeah." She says,
You still have that Hanner toy?
"I do," and she picks it up and she gives it a squeeze. And when she gives it a squeeze, it sort of makes a squeaky noise when she squeezes it.
That's the same sound that NR makes when he bounces up and down in the seat.
Exactly. "What are you doing here? Grandma and Grandpa says you weren't coming back for a very long time."
Just very busy. Work that needed to get done. Very important stuff.
At this point, you hear a voice call out, "Talia! Talia, where did you run off to?" And out emerge this Turian couple. They look like a bit older than Giuseppia. And when they smile when they find Talia, and the woman says, There you are, dear. You shouldn't run off like that on your own. Oh. And your eyes meet, and the male Turian, when he sees you, he suddenly gets very upset, and he says, Sisepia, what are you doing back?
I'm on business.
Are you?
Yes.
Come along, dear, Horaponia. I think that's how you pronounce her name, Horaponia?
Yeah.
Come along, dear Horaponia. But mommy, can she stay for dinner? I don't know if that's a good idea, dear. Well, why not? Talia says. Talia, we talked about this. You're not supposed to talk to your mother right now. She's trying to get better. She's trying to get better. Horaponia says.
Better.
Are you
Right.
still sick, Ma? Talia asks.
I'm getting better. Don't worry. We'll be back together. Don't worry. I hope you're getting all the messages I've been sending you.
Talia says, messages? As she looks at you with a very quizzical look. And as soon as she says that with a confused look, Horaponia scoops her up and says, all right, Talia, let's go back inside. And she, like, drags her into the building. Oh, okay, Mommy.
Talia.
And she looks very upset that she's being pulled away, and she keeps protesting, but she looks like she's about to break down into tears as she gets pulled into the building.
It's okay, honey. We'll meet again. Don't worry. Mommy loves you.
Lucidus looks towards you with a very disapproving look, and he says, Sisepia, you know that you're supposed to stay away from her.
I didn't think you were going to be on this planet. I thought you'd be on Paladin.
Well, he says, well, my job, I had a change of jobs in order to support my family.
So you're going to have her eating this fast food stuff?
He says, don't worry. He says, this is only an occasional thing. She did very well in school today, so we thought that we would take her out for some ice cream. The Turian kids here are loving it.
Good to hear that she's doing well in school.
So, he says, what have you been doing with yourself this whole time?
Been busy with the mission. Top secret stuff. That's basically the reason why I'm here. Can't go into details, I'm sure you know.
While you are talking with Lucitus, something comes over you, Sisepia. You all of a sudden feel you sort of have a semi-out-of-body experience, and you hear the sound of your daughter sobbing, but it's weird because you see that Horaponia is inside of the building, and you hear Talia sobbing, and Horaponia is trying to get her to eat some of her ice cream, but you are seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting from Talia's perspective. Which is weird, almost as if you are Talia yourself. And this happens for maybe about 3 seconds, and then you come back.
Shaking.
What's wrong with you? Lucidus asked.
It's nothing. Where's Talia? Is she okay?
She's fine. We've been keeping her safe and raising her as well as we can. She's very happy. Although for a moment while you were in that little trance, she didn't feel particularly happy at the time.
You are taking good care of her, right?
Absolutely. We are her grandparents, after all.
And you have been giving her my messages, right?
Look, Cesepia, we don't feel that it is the best thing for her to...
Not the best thing? It's not the best thing for her to know that her mom still loves her?
He pauses for a moment and says, "No, that's not what I was saying," he says.
Of course not.
You have to be... You and her, for her own good, you and her have to be kept separate. It would not do her any good if she continued worrying about you, missing you all the time.
Of course you would like me to just be banished out of your life. Huh?
Well, you banished our son out of our lives.
It was
He
not...
suddenly raises his voice.
It was not my fault. I had no control over what happened to him.
But you did have control over what you did after what happened to him.
I was not in a good place.
And you are now no longer letting your temper get the better of you, no longer flying off the handle. How do I know you're not going to attack me right here, right now, in front of all of these people, he says. You're unstable, he says. It's not right for her. We're only doing this to protect her and to protect you as well.
Don't need protecting, not from the likes of you.
What are the rest of the group doing, by the way, while Cesepia is having this conversation? You can hear, you can hear what's happening. But, I don't know, I'm assuming you guys are keeping your distance, but at least you're able to hear the conversation.
I think Elias moved closer.
Yeah, I did.
Kara is looming.
Yeah.
Anar is actually standing near Arkara.
Okay.
Just trying to stay out of the way.
Arkara just looming at the edge of the conversation, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
She's interested to see that Cesepia is a mother, and, well, she is not liking the way it's going, so she's there to help if Cesepia needs it. Or restrain her if need be.
Yeah, I've moved right in to support Cesepia, but that means I'm also within grabbing distance if necessary. Or, you know,
in case my anger gets of me.
And I think I'm just watching and thinking of questions to ask, like after the fact, like what the hell was that?
I think we're done here, Lucidus says.
Yeah, I think so too. Just better make sure that you're treating her right.
She's great. And with that, he will turn around and go into the restaurant.
What was that about?
It's nothing. Let's focus on the mission.
That didn't look like nothing, though. And it certainly didn't sound like it.
It's fine. I'm fine. Boy, I need to get something to drink. We should get going.
Are you sure? Are you alright with leaving your daughter like that?
How many times do I have to say I'm fine? Sorry.
What?
That came out.
Well, you can. We just won't believe you.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Well, I won't think about that.
Just A lot of bad memories.
We'll need to have you in the right state of mind if we're going to get through this.
I'll be fine. Just give me something to punch and I should be feeling much better.
I'll move up right beside her. Here.
Well, we could go
feel
back
free to
in.
punch as much as you want.
As soon as we get off the sooner we get off this planet, the better, I think.
Save your rage for those that put us in harm's
Do
way.
you need me to? Do you need me to pull some strings and try to find out what's going on with your daughter? Because I probably could do that before people find out that I'm not actually the current Elias, if he's even keeping track of his finances that closely.
That'd be funny.
Sure. Maybe she's a big fan of you.
The kid should be with her mother anyway, so...
I think I'm gonna step over somewhere real quick. If you want to do that.
Can try. Don't know if it'll work. You know what, let's just do this directly. I can't get the app up. Stuff it. Okay, I think I might just nip round the corner. Actually, I might need some backup from Akara.
I'll come
Akara,
Yes?
Be
I
Elias
think
is
I'm going to
bodyguard.
need a bodyguard.
Okay. What are you up to now then?
Well, I was just going to walk in and see how things are going. Why not? That would cause enough of a disruption.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm so going to regret doing this, but what the hell?
So are you going in
okay, I'm
as Elias?
round.
Going in as an alias or as?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm going
Here
in
comes
as
the
Elias.
fun girls.
All right. So you're going in.
And I'm
I guess you're
assuming that
changing.
I've had enough time to actually memorize that jingle.
Yes.
Yeah. Pockets! Love them.
All right. So you're changing. Okay.
So, yeah. Yes, I am.
You get into your Elias costume, and then you're going to make your way into the restaurant, right? Immediately, as soon as the general public catches sight of you, there are already people gasping and pointing, and Turian teenagers who, by the way, a lot of the Turian teenagers around here seem to have a bad case of acne, which they didn't before. Turians tend to not have before. Turian acne. Yes. And several of the citizens around you start to make a bit of a ruckus as you enter into the building, and it takes a little while for the citizens inside of Mickey T's to notice you, but then you start hearing screams. Oh my gosh! It's Alias! People start to flock towards your direction, and they're throwing up, napkins and Happy Meal boxes to sign your name onto, as they're flocking to you.
Panties too.
I randomly start signing stuff.
You catch a sight, by the way, of Lucidus, Horapina, and Talia. They are at the corner, and they look towards your direction. And Lucidus kind of give a little bit of a head shake. But then you hear him, you see him get a phone call of some sort, or a call of some sort. He answers it. And I mean, all of this you're seeing peripherally while you're watching in their direction. Mm-hmm. And the woman gives him a concerned look, and then Lucidus then kneels in, gives him a peck on the cheek, and then he rushes out towards one of the other exits at the other side of the building, looking like with a very worried look on his face, a worried look on his face. So, but he rushes out.
In the private comms, it's like, I think he's leaving round the back.
Is it on the com?
We try to tail him? Yeah, let's tail him.
Try
to keep our distance, though.
Is Elias doing anything at all while he's? I mean, is he just there to sign autographs? I'm not sure what else he's trying to do.
At the moment, he's what is anything happening with Giuseppe's duel? Because at the moment, I'm just playing the celebrity so that we can find out what's going on.
She's right now got a spoon and she's sort of.
I didn't expect that reaction.
She's got a spoon and she's playing with her ice cream right now. She doesn't seem to be particularly happy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to keep going. I don't think I'm gonna do very much else. Is she reacting in any way to the commotion?
Is she reacting to the commotion? I think that when she sees you there, she finally recognizes you, and then she actually gives you a smile, and then she points to her grandmother, and the grandmother, is basically saying, "That's nice, dear. That's nice. Stay and finish your ice cream." Basically is what she seems to be saying to her. But she keeps looking in your direction, and
awesome.
she keeps looking in your direction. So she clearly knows who you are.
Nice. Okay, in which case I will do a circuit of the room, eventually coming around to her, assuming I don't get accosted by management.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether management is going to accost me at some point.
Yeah, the
I'm
management.
assuming the management stuff back there, going, "What the hell are you doing on this run?"
I think the management the management doesn't seem to be bothering you. I think they are interested in more publicity and more people coming to buy their burgers and fries. So
Elias, live at Mickey T's.
Mickey D's. So I don't think they're bothering you.
Exactly.
You're bringing in the customers.
Okay.
Free publicity.
That's all that we can ask for.
What about
I'm
Sink
gonna
and...
circle my way around to her table.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I don't know what Sink is doing. In the meantime.
If it's this, if Giuseppe is following her, Talia's grandfather, I'll go with her.
Talia's grandfather is going into a vehicle, a sky car of some sort, and he's driving off. I don't know if you're following him as he drives off, but
we're not going to be able to catch up to him. We'd have to get some sort of ride.
Any idea of where he's headed, where he lives? Maybe he's going there.
I've never been too concerned with what businesses he does. Most likely, I'm sure it was some sort of business call. Probably heading over to some sort of mining factory based on that this is being Invictus. But that's just me assuming. We're not going to catch him back at this rate. We might have to tail back to the group.
Yeah, maybe if you can talk to your daughter now, maybe she knows.
Or make things worse. All right. Let's head back.
All right, let's go back then. So yeah, I think we go back to the
back to the group. And we're kind of like seeing outside the commotion, seeing the commotion.
Okay.
Outside.
Meanwhile, Elias is with his bodyguard Arkara, and you are at Talia's and Horaponia's table. Horaponia looks up at your direction, and she looks very surprised that you came to their table. Talia.
I'm basically doing a big circuit of the room, so.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're there. I'm making it. I'm trying not to make it obvious that that's what I'm doing.
Right. Okay.
To as many people as I can.
That's fine. So you get over, but you get over to Talia's table at some point.
Surprising.
Yeah, so you get over to Talia's table, and when Talia sees you at their table, she gasps. And she looks up at you, her eyes sparkling.
Hello, what's your name?
Talia, she says.
And are you enjoying your ice cream, Talia?
She nods. Uh-huh.
Quick out of character question. Is my discography
Yeah.
Signature?
similar in this universe, or are there some differences?
Oh no. Oh no. Your discography here. Your taste in music changes from galaxy to galaxy.
Oh, awesome.
And I think
I
in
thought
your
it might.
opinion, your taste is far better than his taste and than the other
Oh,
Elias'
yeah.
taste.
Absolutely.
In your opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think
Mm.
I think the Elias here is into more I don't
Catchy
know.
commercial jingle.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, and then
Selling products.
Right. I'm not really sure what the one in the red.
Well, if he has to sell products,
Yeah.
the one in the red apparently has been doing a bit of I think the red one's been doing more dance club remixes.
Yeah. I think that's what he's been doing more. That makes sense. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Maybe Nar would like this guy better.
Mm-hmm.
Talia is just staring at
okay.
you. She's not very
Cool.
talkative. She's how old would you say Talia is by now? By now, Sepia.
I'd say maybe I don't know. Nine seems like a good number, right?
9? I actually thought she would be younger than.
Okay, we'll knock it down.
I thought she would be younger than that. I thought she would be more like no older than 6 or 7. Was my
We'll go with 7.
thought.
We'll go with 7. We'll go with 7.
Okay, we'll go with 7. Okay.
7's perfect good age.
Yeah.
Bad mommy.
Yeah. So she's not very talkative, but she definitely looks enthralled by you.
Mm.
Can we help you, dear? Horaponia asks.
I'm just saying hi to everyone, so I thought I'd come round.
You're causing quite a ruckus over here. Or disturbance, Horaponia says. Ruckus or disturbance.
Well, I'm seeming to follow me around wherever I go. That's something I can really help, man.
I understand, she says. Talia, it's not polite to stare. And Talia says, but he's Elias. Yes, he is. And we don't need to waste his time from all of the swooning fans that I'm sure he needs to get back to, Horaponia says.
Oh, that's all right. I can take some time. Sorry, your name was Talia? Yes.
Yes, he says. Are you going to sing?
Oh, maybe. We'll see. I don't have anything official on.
Talia, don't bother the nice man, Horaponia says. I'm sure he just came in to try to get himself something to eat. Talia then holds out a spoon filled with ice cream towards his direction, towards Elias's direction. which to you probably would not be able to consume very easily unless you got yourself some ecstasy for your taste buds.
Well, I probably could eat it, but it wouldn't actually do me any good. Let's put it that way.
Are you saying that out loud or?
On account of genetic engineering, it just wouldn't be. No, I think that given Pie's genetic upgrades, I'm pretty sure I could eat it. I just wouldn't get any nutrition from it.
Okay.
So, yeah, but that said, I'm probably not going to do that. It's like, that's all right. I think you should keep your ice cream. But tell you what, how about I just give you a little secret, sneaky something that hasn't been released to anyone yet?
She
If
says
everyone's okay with that.
She's clapping. I think that's all right, Horaponia says. Yay, Talia says as she's clapping.
Okay, I will give her. Actually, give her a single.
Ooh.
Just with a single on it. one of the Green Universe singles, so it's
Okay.
probably one that's closest in style to this alias, but
Okay.
different. I'm just throwing some Spanish in the works just for fun.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do later today then?
She says, "We're gonna go see Blasto."
I'm very Blasto.
She means the
Generic.
Horaponia corrects her and says she means the cartoon, because I think Blasto is like rated R or something, but I think there's a cartoon version. there's like a Blasto Junior, I think, or like, you know, like a Blasto, like Muppet Babies. There's like a Blasto Junior cartoon.
I'm just thinking of like those like Avengers for like really young kids, like the
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
like Avengers for like really young, like cartoon and
Exactly. It's her favorite show, she says. Personally, if you ask me, I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, I hope you enjoy Blasto.
Horaponia says, personally, if you ask me, I don't think it's that great of an idea to adapt a rated R film for children into a cartoon for children, she says. But hey, I might be a little old-fashioned.
Well, I suppose as long as they get the language correct, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But I might agree with you there.
I have a secret to give to you, Talia says. And as soon as she says that, Horaponia says, Talia, Talia, she has a very... please don't mind her. I think the ice cream is getting to her. What did I say about talking to strangers?
It's all right, ma'am. I'm very, very good at keeping secrets.
Well, this is less of a secret and more of a vibrant imagination, she says. Talia.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, why don't you whisper it very quietly?
I think that's enough, Horaponia says. And she says that in a more courtly voice, in a more courtly way.
Does Talia say anything?
Talia, instead of Talia saying something, something comes over you, and you also have a sort of an out-of-body experience. And for a few seconds, you see, hear, taste, feel everything that she's feeling, like from her point of view. Almost like... she's almost like she's transmitting her five senses towards you, and then in a few seconds later, you snap out of it.
Sisepia, your daughter's never going to be a boyfriend.
In those 3 seconds?
I'm sorry, what did Elias say?
I don't know. What did I feel in those 3 seconds?
You see yourself, and you have a dazed look on your face, because she's looking at you. So you see yourself, and
that's probably mask.
yeah, and she feels. I mean, her surroundings are comfortable. She can hear everything that you've been hearing. You also, for those 3 seconds, you see a memory on the back of her mind of her playing with Sisepia. Like the two of them, like mother and daughter, playing together outside. Like maybe they're like running around. Maybe Sisepia is chasing her around the playground or something. And you also see a brief glimpse of a male Turian picking her up and spinning her around at the playground. Very handsome-looking Turian, and that's the memory that you see when you guys are joined, I guess. You've experienced this before whenever Asari melds their minds biotically with other creatures. But it's different because while Asari typically are able to share memories, this is beyond that. This is more like, because you can't necessarily sense what they are currently sensing at that moment. It's a little different. You are very convinced that this girl is biotic, because the only that's the only explanation you can come up with that would explain how that just happened, is that she must be a biotic. Which makes sense, given Sepia. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Horaponia then curtly gets up from her seat at that, and she says, "All right, Talia, we're late. It's getting late. We need to get back so we can go watch your show." And she kind of wedges herself, rather rudely actually, between you and her, takes her hand, and Talia takes Talia's stuffed animal for her, and Talia has the CD, the singles disc, and she will escort Talia out the door, but Talia, of course, will be looking at your direction, turning towards your direction as they're leaving.